Hi everybody, Dave here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 24-pack filter set for cameras. And this is a 24-piece set with ND filters, full graduated ND filters, color filters, and graduated color filters. We have 24 pieces. We have the 8 full color, yellow, orange, blue, red, green, purple, pink, and coffee. And we have also 8 of those in graduated. So the graduated ones will be half and half. And we have this nice little carrying case. We have, as far as the ND filters, we have solid ND, and we have graduated at ND 2, 4, 8, and 16. And they all come in this nice little carrying pouch, and they're all wrapped up in these little cellophanes. I don't know if I'll be able to get them back in there or not. Anyway, I want to go and I'm going to show you this set close up, and then I'm going to go and put this on the camera and get out there and take some photos. I want to show you guys, what these filters can do for your photos. Now, these also come with an adapter ring that will fit any lens size from 49 up to 82. So they have 9 steps of filter size adapter ring, because the ring sits on the front of the camera, and there's a thing that you can slide these in, right? And so there's 2 or 3 slots, so you could use 2 or 3 of these in tandem if you wanted to. I think there's 3 slots, but I know there's at least 2, but we'll take a look at that. And so the little thing fits right on your camera. But of course, if you don't have a camera that has a lens, you have a point and shoot camera, or you have just your phone, there's no reason why you can't just take these and hold them right in front of your phone lens or your point and shoot camera, and just use them that way. So the graduated ones, you want it at the skyline where the earth and sky meet, most likely. I mean, if you're shooting landscapes. And that will give you, that will cut down the light on that sky, so you get a better dynamic range and not too much blown out clouds and so forth. So lots of nice filters to try. Let me show you how it all comes, and then I'll go out and shoot with these and come back with some photos to show you. Okay, and this is how it comes. Nice little pouch. Here's all your various 9 different adapters for the lenses for anywhere from 49 to 82 millimeter lens. So we'll put one of those on in a minute. Here is the filter holder, and it does indeed have 1, 2, 3 slots. 3 or 4. You got a little cleaner thing here, and a little brush on this side. Very nice. And then, of course, this big thing of filters here, which is very nice. Oh yeah, and you get a microfiber cloth as well. So I may have mixed these up a little bit, but here you see you have the solid yellow and a graduated yellow. You have the orange. Just a beautiful, beautiful selection. I don't know if you guys can see how that beautiful transparency on these graduated ones, how it really fades in nicely. And the solid ones are, of course, beautifully all uniform. Now, they're not labeled, and some people thought that was a negative, but I mean, the only ones that I would feel that would be useful to be labeled would be the ND filters, but I will just, I can see which one I want just by seeing the density of it, But let me show you the ND filters too. But the colors are really beautiful. Here we have the red. Or is this an orange? No, that's a red. And they're not going to always make, everything red or the color. Here's the neutral densities. This is probably the 16. That looks like a heavy duty ND. This one's probably the 8. So they don't say, but this one, here's a graduated one. That's probably a 4 graduated. But yeah, just a very nice set. I'm going to put on the 55 because that's what this old camera takes. is 55. So I'm going to open up this one, drop it on there, and then we'll be able to put our plate on there. Okay, so here's the 55, and that's the size of my lens. You can find the size of your lens written right on your lens, generally here. Sometimes it might be over here, I guess. But usually there's an indicator of what size you have somewhere on that lens. And then we'll just screw this on. Now this is plastic, and it feels fairly strong. It feels fairly good. And so what we're going to do is that's just going to slide on this way, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. And now you can just slide your filters in. Now I'm not sure why this turns so easily, but I guess it doesn't matter because you can definitely hold it still. So here we go. So we would put the, you know, if we wanted to darken the sky or yellow the sky, we would put that on the top, so the upper part, and just push it down in there. So you would just push this in. You got to push a little bit hard because it, you know, it's stiff, so it'll hold the filter exactly where you want it. So this is what I was saying, is that you can adjust the horizon line by placing that, you know, where the transition is. So you can move this up and down. So if you want the sky a little darker at the top or a little not so light, you can move it up. So you have quite a bit of room to play with, you know, in that, moving that graduated line. But yeah, so that's it. And so you can stack 3 on top of each other if you wanted to. Looks like I got it in there crooked. Yeah, I did. So there, that's in there right now. So, but you can stack 3 if you need to. Anyway, I think it's going to be a really nice set, but let's go out and try taking some photos with this and see what we get. So in conclusion, I've got to say I really love these filters. I do want to tell you, however, one thing that may concern some of you is that they do scratch easily because they are plastic. And this one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are some scratches on it. It doesn't really concern me, however, because I found that, like a lens with a scratch on it, most of the time you're not even going to notice that, especially when you're using these mostly to shoot landscapes and things that are distant from the camera. So the focal length will focus so far past this that even if they do get scratched up, it's not a big deal. And I get fingerprints on them because most all the time I'm just holding them in my hand in front of the lens instead of using the adapter that fits on the lens. But I will use that, you know, whenever I'm on doing a tripod shot, I would use that. But 99% of the time, I'm just using it handheld. So they have fingerprints on them. You know, each one of them comes wrapped in that little cellophane. And for the first couple weeks I had them, I tried to put them back in the cellophane. And some of them still are in there. But the ones that I use a lot, like this one, this graduated ND, you know, I just kept it out of the thing because I grab it so much. In fact, sometimes this one doesn't even go back in the pack. I'll just leave this one loose in my camera bag outside the pack because I grab this one a lot. Yeah, the graduated, I'm not sure which strength this one is. I think it's like an ND4 or an ND8. But anyway, yeah, that's the only downside. But even some of the very expensive filters of this type are plastic. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But overall, it's just a beautiful, versatile set. It gives you so many colors, so many different choices with the ND filters and the graduated ND filters. It really has been a lot of fun shooting with them, and I look forward to experimenting with them more. So I do recommend these filters if you're looking for filters. I think they're very inexpensive when you think about how much you could pay. You could pay what this set costs for just the 2 or 3 filters, or even just one filter of some, of glass filters. But anyway, I think this is a very good, affordable color filter set. And with the NDs as well, the NDs are great. So many times, I couldn't afford to buy all these different NDs and the variables. I don't know, they're not as good. But I love these because I can see what I want and I can just grab the one I want, and they work beautifully. So that's my thoughts on these. I hope the review was helpful, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.